Alright, let's rip the band-aid off once and for all. No sugarcoating. You're not wealthy yet, and it's got absolutely nothing to do with how many hours you grind, the fancy college degree framed on your wall, or how many times you indulged in avocado toast this week. Shocking, isn't it? The real reason is far uglier, funnier, and more eye-opening than you might expect. The harsh truth is, most people cling to the myth that they can save their way to wealth. Spoiler alert, you can't penny pinch your way into the Millionaires Club. While you're proudly boasting about skipping Starbucks for a year to save a few bucks, Jeff Bezos just sneezed and made more money in that moment than your entire annual salary. Today, I'm diving deep into the 10 reasons you're not wealthy yet. And trust me, none of them are what you're expecting. This video is the no-nonsense wake-up call you've been waiting for, delivering a series of punches to your wallet and your ego. But stick with me, because by the end, you'll have a clear roadmap to flip the script and start building real wealth. No dull financial jargon, just raw truth. Let's dive in. Reason number 10. You believe hard work alone equals wealth. This is the one I'm absolutely sick of hearing. Everyone and their grandma loves to preach. Just work hard, and you'll be rich. Seriously? If that were true, construction workers, single moms, and teachers would all be billionaires by now. The reality is, hard work is wildly overrated if it's not paired with smart leverage. You can't shovel your way to a penthouse suite, no matter how much sweat you pour in. You need systems, assets, and people to multiply your efforts exponentially. Look at Bill Gates. He didn't get rich by coding 100 hours a week for decades. He built a product, scaled it globally, and let systems generate wealth while he slept. The wealthy don't trade hours for dollars indefinitely. They create machines, businesses, investments, networks that churn out money for them. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't get fruit by obsessively watering the seed every second. You nurture it, let it grow, and allow it to compound over time while you focus on other priorities. If that one stings, brace yourself, because your obsession with staying busy is making you broker than a college kid after spring break. Reason number 9. You worship busyness like it's a personality trait. You tell your friends, "I'm so busy," like it's a badge of honor. Newsflash, that's not a flex, it's a warning sign. Being busy is the adult equivalent of sprinting on a hamster wheel. Lots of effort, zero progress. Wealthy people don't glorify busyness. They prioritize results. They zero in on high-impact tasks that actually move the needle, not endless to-do lists that make them feel productive. Take Warren Buffett, for instance. He spends 80% of his day reading, thinking, and strategizing, not drowning in emails or bouncing between Slack notifications. True wealth builders carve out time for deep work, creative problem-solving, and big-picture planning instead of bragging about surviving back-to-back meetings. Busyness feels productive, but it's often a distraction from what truly matters, creating value and building assets that work for you. If you're serious about wealth, pause this video when it's done and check out our Financial Freedom series to uncover exactly what you're missing to join the elite. And don't forget to subscribe and join our members list for more no BS insights. Okay, so you're hooked on busyness, but what's even worse? Your fear of looking foolish is keeping you stuck right where you are. Let's unpack that. Reason number 8. You're terrified of looking dumb. Honestly, I can't believe I haven't hammered this point in recent videos, but it's critical, so listen up. Fear of looking stupid costs you more than any overpriced coffee habit. You shy away from investing because you're scared of losing money. You avoid launching that side hustle because you might flop in front of everyone. Here's the truth. Every wealthy person you admire looked like a total fool at some point. Elon Musk was mocked for starting SpaceX. Now he's launching rockets like it's a weekend hobby. The real flex isn't avoiding mistakes. It's learning from them faster than anyone else. Successful people embrace looking foolish today to look like geniuses tomorrow. Every failure is just tuition for the school of wealth. Speaking of mistakes, your next one is probably hiding in plain sight, right in your bank app. Reason number 7. You treat money like an emotional roller coaster. Let's be real. You handle money like it's a Tinder date. You get excited, swipe right on a shiny new gadget, then ghost your savings goals when things get serious. If you've been following me for a while, you know the wealthy treat money like a business partner, logical, strategic, and unemotional. They don't splurge on impulse buys to feel better after a rough day at work. They invest in assets that generate returns. Before you drop $900 on that iPhone upgrade you deserve, ask yourself, will this purchase make me money or cost me money? The rich see money as a tool, not a therapist. Every dollar has a job to grow, work, and multiply. Emotional spending feels great in the moment, but it leaves you broke and stressed in the long run, like eating a whole cake when you're sad, only to regret it later. If that feels harsh, buckle up, because the next reason is a wake-up call for your social circle. Reason number 6, you're taking financial advice from broke friends. Your broke friends are great for a laugh at parties, but they're the worst people to consult about money. If you're getting tips from someone who thinks a savings account is an investment, you're in deep trouble. Hang out with 5 broke people, and guess who becomes the 6th? Wealthy people are ruthless about curating their circle. They surround themselves with mentors, investors, and big thinkers who challenge their mindset. Let me make this crystal clear. Every time you meet someone new, ask yourself, is this person where I want to be financially? If not, stop letting them influence your financial decisions. Your environment shapes your mindset more than you realize. Chatting about Netflix binges or bar hopping won't grow your net worth. Here's a golden rule to carry for life. Surround yourself with people who talk about equity, cash flow, and opportunities over brunch. Your standards will skyrocket when your circle upgrades. Now, let's tackle your obsession with job titles and why it's quietly holding you hostage. Reason number 5, you're addicted to your job title. Let me break it down. You love flashing that senior regional assistant vice president of whatever title on your business card. And don't get me wrong, that's fine for your ego. But here's the reality check. Titles don't pay dividends. While you're busy flexing your corporate badge, someone else is building a business that prints passive income. Wealth isn't about prestigious titles. It's about freedom, ownership, and control over your time and income. Your boss could fire you tomorrow, but no one can fire you from your own cash-flowing assets. Titles stroke your ego, but assets secure your family's future. That shiny title might impress your high school friends on Instagram, but it won't buy you time with your kids or the freedom to travel on your terms. Wealthy people prioritize ownership, owning their time, their decisions, and their income streams. Focus on building assets, not collecting titles, and you'll stop living for performance reviews and start living for results that matter. Think that's tough? Wait until we expose your shopping addiction masquerading as self-care. Reason number 4, you confuse self-care with financial self-sabotage. Instagram has you convinced that dropping $500 on self-care Sundays is an investment in your well-being. Let's get real. If your treat yourself moments are piling up debt, that's not self-care. It's financial suicide. Wealthy people master delayed gratification. They invest in true self-care, like learning new skills, building businesses, or acquiring assets, not blowing cash on scented candles, overpriced smoothies, or luxury spa days. Real self-care is paying off debt, building cash reserves, and buying back your time. It's turning off Netflix to study a new skill or skipping the impulse shopping spree to invest in your future. Self-sabotage feels like self-love in the moment, but it leaves you anxious and broke in the long term. The wealthy redefine self-care as anything that builds long-term stability and independence, not fleeting gratification. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, your obsession with keeping up with others is silently draining your bank account. Reason number 3, you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Spoiler alert, the Joneses are broke. They're just better at hiding it. That new Mercedes? Financed. That Rolex? Probably fake. That luxury vacation? Booked on a maxed-out credit card. Let me be blunt. Comparing yourself to others is the fastest way to stay poor. Wealthy people don't care about looking rich. They focus on actually being rich. Stealth wealth is the ultimate flex. Stop chasing the Joneses' leased lifestyles and focus on your own long-term goals. Keeping up with others is like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. You're exhausted, but you're still stuck in the same financial spot. True wealth is quiet and boring. It's investing when no one's watching, saying no to flashy purchases, and letting compound interest do the heavy lifting for you. The loudest person in the room is usually the brokest. Now, let's talk about your favorite excuse and why it's robbing you blind every single day. Reason number 2, you're trapped in this someday myth. I can't tell you how many times I see comments like, someday I'll invest. Someday I'll start that business. Someday I'll save. Let's be real. Someday is just a polite way of saying never. Time is your most valuable asset, and you're burning it like a bonfire at a frat party. Wealthy people act now, even if it's messy. They know imperfect action beats perfect inaction every time. The only way to build wealth is to start before you feel ready, because, newsflash, you'll never feel 100% ready. This someday mindset is a cozy comfort blanket that keeps you stuck. While you're waiting for the perfect moment, inflation is eroding your savings, opportunities are passing you by, and compound interest is speeding past you like a Ferrari on the freeway. Wealthy people jump in, learn from experience, and adjust as they go. Action today trumps flawless plans tomorrow every single time. And now, the final reason you're not wealthy yet. It's the hardest pill to swallow. Reason number 1. You don't invest in yourself. Let me share a mistake I used to make. Then I'll give you the fix. You'll drop $1,000 on the latest phone without blinking, but hesitate to spend $100 on a course that could transform your financial life. You'll splurge on bottle service every Friday, but won't invest in a mentor. Wealthy people obsessively invest in themselves, books, courses, masterminds, coaching, because they know their brain is their greatest asset. Your earning power is capped by the quality of your thinking. Upgrade your mind, and your bank account will follow. The return on self-education is infinite. It compounds across your career, investments, and business ventures. The broke mindset sees education as a cost. The wealthy see it as a cash machine. Every book, every mastermind, every lesson makes you sharper, savvier, and more dangerous in the best way possible. You become unrecognizable to the old you who thought working overtime was the only path to success. Look, I know this might feel like a personal attack, and maybe some of you are grappling with these habits right now. Don't take it personally. I've been in your shoes. When I look back, I realized the problem wasn't my work ethic. It was my entire approach to building wealth. That discomfort you're feeling? It's your invitation to change. You have two choices. Close this video and keep playing financial whack-a-mole, or start flipping these habits today to build wealth that sets you free. If this brutal but loving financial slap resonated, comment, "I'm building wealth, so I know who's serious about change." And by the way, there are 10 wealth assets the top 1% use to get rich, and we break them down step by step in the next video. Click the link on the screen now, and I'll see you there.